Hey coaches, Coach Barry here. I'm working on another task. So this is like a regroup game. So first of all, we're going to use the task sketch to build our environment. Now with this one, it's going to be a single net. And I'm going to throw some circles in to get context. So the way this is going to work is we're going to throw a coach in. And coach is going to spot the puck. Okay, for reference, coach will put the puck in every location every time he loads it. So that way we get different types of board battles, corners, off the boards, those types of things. Now with this, we're going to play 2 and 2, and we're going to have a primer. And these are going to be centered on the dots. So in line on the face-off dots, just on the outside. So what we're going to start off with is a 2v2. So in the battle, the 2v2, basically whoever recovers the puck gets the puck support. So what we want to see is basically player on the puck and then supporting player. And then what we want to try and do is incorporate the regroup. So really what's going to happen is if X's recover the puck, X gets back to this X. And if X gets back, then their job is to actually come out and then head back in again as a 3. So they'll come out as a 2 after passing to their X and go back in as a 3. So now what we have is a 3-on-2 scenario. So that means that for a short period of time, the 2 is under pressure to defend or to recover the net. So if these guys, if the 2 recover the puck, their job is to get it back to their O so they can then enter as a 3, and then these guys reset to one of their guys goes back to the dots, and now it's a 3-on-2. So it works on shifting the recovery, it works on changing the lines. It's a really good indicator when you're switching players in and out. It's a nice simple task. It works really, really fast. So some of the constraints that we're going to work on here is that the constraint number 1 is going to be a 2v2 until activate the 3rd. Now once again, that means that you win the battle, you get your puck out, bang, straight to the guy out the high, and then those 2 come out and go back in again. So the next constraint that we can do is, and this is what I would do is adjusting this, I would say that both players must touch the puck. So this stops just throwing the puck at that player. But another constraint for me, which is the one I always try and focus on, it's got to be a tape to tape pass. Okay, so that basically means that this guy can't just go and get it off the boards, or he can't just skate around. It has to go from tape to tape. It's a good indicator. It gets them working on stick skills, gets them working on passing skills. I would run this task really quite simple. So this would be another constraint. We would run this for say 45 seconds. Generally in 45 seconds, you're either going to get a goal scored real quick, or we're going to see quite a couple, 2 or 3 transitions. That's what my experience is, that we transition in and out. If a goal is scored, throw another puck in, reset back to 2. So if I was looking at age groups, because that's one of the things that's been asked about this, in this game, I'd probably be starting this in the 13U process. And in the 13U that I would have this player being a fixed point, so fixed. And then when I move to the 15U, I would be looking at probably being able to shift this player out and also setting a time constraint. So what that meant was that there is only so much time before they reset. So on their attack on the net, I would say you have 5 seconds to basically score. Otherwise, we reset the game and go back to 0 again. So this way, what happens is in that time constraint, it means they're forced to make a play and not just skate around with the puck. I'd also try and incorporate, basically a Royal Road shot, because we've now got 3. This then pushes players across the net. So with these constraints, I'm not telling them what to do, they have to figure it out, but they're the only ways they can score. Beautiful. Coaches, I hope you like this one. You have a great day. We'll speak soon.